That happens every time. Okay, so I would add 1 and 2 together. Make sure I don't put any mistakes on these. And then I'm going to probably, over here, I'm going to add 2 and 3 together. You have to do something with all 3 variables. So 2 and 3 I would do, I get 2x minus 2y plus 3z equals 5. 5x plus 2y minus z equals 3. Okay? So I would add this side first, and I would get x eliminated plus 2z equals 4. Over here, when I add them together, I would get 3x eliminated plus 2z equals 8. I forgot the z, I'm sorry. Now we're down to what? Now I have something we just got done doing. Can't read my writing over there. We have 2 equations, 2 unknowns. Okay? So at this point, I want you to solve this. Okay, that should be enough time. I really would like to know why this keeps doing this. So, some people will label these 4 and 5. But I'm going to take I'm not going to touch the 4th one here. I'm not going to leave it the same. I'm going to go ahead and take number 5, and I'm going to times it by a -1. So that becomes negative 3x minus 2z equals -8. This becomes negative 2x. These cancel. Becomes negative 4. X is 2. Now I'm going to go all the way back above my line here, and I have one of them. I need the other 2, because we have 3 variables. X, Y, and Z. Goes alphabetical. A lot of people on the quiz had them backwards. I did not mark them wrong. I drew arrows. Okay? Especially to my maybe new neighbor. Now, I need to find another one. I have this piece of information here. What can I do with this? Plug it into where? Do I go up to the top equations, or do I do one of these equations? I would do one of these to get z. I will do the top one. I will put x. Well, I'm just going to rewrite it first. All I'm doing is taking out one, and I'm going to plug in x. So 2 plus 2z equals 8. I'm going to minus 2. Minus 2. 2z is equal to 6. I'm going to divide by 2. Z equals 3.
It's x plus 2z equals 4.
Oh! Well, thank you. There's a lot of blank stares out there. I know I had done something wrong. All right, I'm sorry. This is a 4, correct?
Yeah.
So let's do this again. So 2 plus 2z equals 4. Now I will subtract 2. Z equals 1. Is that better? Go back above the line and I put a 1 in here. Now I have 2 of the equations. Variables, I need 1 more. Now what should I do? Into the top one? All right. We're going to plug it in for the top one and find y. I'm going to do that in green so it's different than here. 3 times 2 plus 2y minus 1 equals negative 1. That's 6 plus 2y minus 1 equals minus 1. 6 minus 1 is 5 plus 2y equals negative 1. I'm going to subtract the 5. I'll do it down here now. So all I did was subtract the 5 from both sides. So I have 2y is equal to negative 6, because negative 1 minus 5 is negative 6. Divide by 2. That's my third and final variable. That is a lot of work. But it's kind of cool. It doesn't look like a math classroom now. Look at all that.
Are they always going to work out like that?
Oh, they're going to be a lot harder than this. Okay, why was this? Here's a question for you to make you think. Why was this one easier?
Because all the twos are all wide.
Because of this column was pretty easy. Okay? That really doesn't happen too often. This was one, so you have it nicely written in your notes. So when you get like to one I'm going to give you next, you'll have a reference, okay? So I would like you to try this one on yourself and see what happens. I will do it.
Try which one? Oh,
That one.
if it was a lot of time.
I'll give you time. Don't worry. I'll give you till 2 o'clock. Okay, let me get rid of this. I'm going to get rid of the, I don't know, which letter you want me to get rid of?
Get rid of Z. Z does not work.
Okay, let's do Z, all right? So I have them labeled. I'm going to put my line here. Oh, so my Z's, I'm going to take number 1. I'm going to leave that the same. I'm going to take number 2, but what do I have to do to number 2? I'm going to multiply by 2. So here we go. Number 1 is 4x minus 3y plus 2z equals negative 29. Now I'm going to take number 2 and times it by 2. So I get 12x plus 4y minus 2z equals negative 32. Okay? Now remember, I still have to do something with equation number 3. I'm probably going to take 3 and 2 together. And what am I going to do to number 2? I'm going to multiply it by 3. Again, you might have done something different. So number 3, I didn't do anything to it. 8x minus y plus 3z equals 23. Now I'm going to take number 2 and times it by 3, which is 18x plus 6y minus 3z. And 3 times negative 16 is negative 48. Okay? So now I'm just going to add them together. 4x plus 12x is 16x. This becomes 1y. This is eliminated. So now I have 11 negative 61. Right? Okay? Who did z's? Okay. All right, so now I'm going to add these together, and I'm going to get 10x plus 5y eliminated equals negative 15? 25. So now I'm going to go to red. I'm going to do my two equation, two unknowns. So what I'm going to do first is I'm just going to rewrite them. Negative 61, correct? And x plus 5y equals negative 25. I'm going to get rid of the y's. Okay? And how am I going to do that? I'm going to multiply. I'm going to call this one 4 and this one 5. I'm going to take number 4. I'm going to multiply by a negative 5. So that becomes 80x minus 80x minus 5y. All right, negative 61 times a negative 5 is 305. And I'm not going to do anything to 5, so I'll write it as 10x plus 5y equals negative 25. I'm going to add those together, and I'm going to get negative 70x eliminated equals, what was that, 280? Which I'm happy right now because 70 is a factor of 280. So I'm going to divide each side by negative 70. X is equal to negative 4. Boom. So now I'm going to go back up above the line. Negative 4, that's my x. So I still need to find my y. Well, I'm going to find my y in green. Okay. Now be careful which one you choose from. I wouldn't plug it into something you multiplied by. I'm going to go ahead and put this one into the original equation. Does it matter which one? I'm going to do number 5. So I'm going to take number 5. And I'm going to go ahead and put negative 4 in for it. Negative 40 plus 5y is equal to negative 25. I'm going to add 40. 5y is equal to 15. Divide by 5. Y equals 3. Go back above the line. Okay. At this point, I don't know which one you want to solve for v. I'm thinking 6 would be kind of the easiest one. So, someone remind me what that is when I get down here. I'm going to keep the color theme going. I'll go with blue to find the last one. Okay, what was number 2 equation?
6x plus 2y minus z equals negative 16.
Negative 16? Okay, well, and my x value was?
Negative 4.
Negative 4. 2 value was 3? So that becomes negative 24 plus 6 minus z equals negative 16. Combine my like terms. Negative 18 minus z equals negative 16. Add 18. Negative z equals 2. Can't have a negative. Multiply both sides by negative 1. So z is negative 2. Go all the way back up. Oof. Oof. And there's your answer. To the blue. Okay. I still think Y would have been easier. But there's many ways to do it. Those of you that chose X first, congratulations. That was the hardest way to do it. And who did it in X? Way to go.
I tried.
Yeah. Can I go back up? You stood there? Okay. Always look for the combos of plus minus plus minus. You know, it works really well. You know, here I'll multiply this one by 3. Maybe the z's were easier.
Why's that really like high?
They're kind of the same, aren't they?
The guys got like 1,000.
They are the exact. Oh no.
So that's how you do one of those problems.